on Nitrosites? It is your boy, the Nitro General here, and welcome back to what I believe is episode 10 of our randomized Nuzlocke of Pokemon Apple Sapphire. I can't believe it's episode 10 and we haven't lost yet, and we're as insane luck as we have been. But yeah, we're approaching the end of the series, so make sure you guys hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you guys are new. Make sure your notifications are on. And as always, it really helps out if you guys could watch the video in its entirety. It helps out the YouTube algorithm, push it out to other people who might enjoy the content. Right? That's all I just want to say. Just watch it in its entirety at some point. That'd be great. And last but definitely not least, if you guys do want a Pokemon named after you guys in this series, leave me a comment about anything down below. We got a couple topics that I want to talk about in this episode specifically, so you guys are going to have a lot of fuel for leaving comments. So leave me a comment about anything that happened in the video, any of my questions that I asked, pretty much anything, because I do want to know. Leave me a constructive comment, and then, yeah, helps out the channel, helps out with engagement, and, yeah, but that's pretty much it. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. So, we're going to do a little bit of a team recap here. Got a little bit different team members. Not much different from the end of the last episode, but we did put Joey back on the team over Genesect. I went back, and I just couldn't really see a use of putting Genesect on the team. We already had a Steel type, and other than it being a mythical Pokemon, I just couldn't see the use of putting it on our team. We already have a Steel type. And it's like the chances of us needing Genesect over another Pokemon, I feel like it is not great. I felt like Joey really helped round out the team. And this thing being on our squad from one of the first episodes, I couldn't just take him off. And I really felt like he was going to be better. And having Scrappy and Close Combat, which I guess he doesn't normally get, which is weird because I've used Conkeldurr so many times that I could have sworn he got Close Combat. But I guess he doesn't normally, but we got the TM for it. So having Scrappy on this thing just makes it really good, and bringing it to the team over Genesect is just, at the end of the day, I think it's just a better situation. Next, we got Ray the Mega Rayquaza, being our starter that is still here. Even though he's 4 times weak to ice, I really hope I didn't jinx that, because I would be really sad. I mean, technically, I just put Garchomp on, but I really do like Rayquaza, and I'm super excited that he's here. He's got Twister, Air Slash, E-Speed, and Crunch with Magician. We got Star-Lord, our pure power Arceus, which is absolutely insane, with Strength, Punishment, Workup, and E-Speed. We then got, then we got Natasha, our Strong Jaw Meta Gardevoir. I'm really sad. I really hope we can find a ability capsule at some point, because this thing needs to be changed. Strong Jaw is just, like, the worst ability for this thing. So, yeah, I'm really just not happy with it. But, hey, we do have Calm Mind, Psychic, and Moonblast. I did go back to... Did I level this thing up? Okay, yeah, I did get him. I did level Natasha up a little bit off camera. I couldn't remember if I did or not, but I was like, I can't quite remember. But, yeah, so we did. And I did go back to the Move Your Learner, teach this thing Psychic and Moonblast. I can't remember if I had Calm Mind originally or not. And Hypnosis. I just felt like Hypnosis is good for trying to catch Pokemon. Getting rid of Electros for this thing does give us something to be able to status a Pokemon. And I think Sleep is probably, like, the best one anyways. So, yeah, I just feel like that's just better. We got Penguin here with Dive, Metal Claw, Surf, and Aqua Jet. And then we have Rainbow, the Toxic Boost, Ho-Oh, that I did take the Toxic Orb off of because I could have sworn it didn't take poison damage. I even looked it up in the episode and decided it didn't take poison damage, but last episode we learned it did. So I took that off because I'm not losing our Ho-Oh to that. So we got Fly, Extrasensory, Sunny Day, and Fire Blast on this thing. He's kind of a mixed attacker for the most part, because we don't really have a physical type, fire type move that he can learn yet. He will get Sacred Fire, just not yet, I guess. I think we have the TM for that. I don't know. I don't know. So we're gonna be rocking with this squad. This is the squad for right now, and yeah, I feel like this is most likely our Elite Four squad. But we do have like 2 or 3 more encounters before we really move on to the next step, which is just to get to Victory Road. I am going to try and use the Eon Flute. It is a week from the last time that I used it, so there could be some extra encounters that we could get in the sky. I don't know for sure, but I'd beat myself up if we didn't at least try it. So there could be some more legendary encounters. There could just be another, like, pass. I wasn't even going to use the Eon Flute again to get encounters. I feel like it was kind of cheap. Nameless Cavern. I think that is just straight up a new encounter. I don't believe that was over here. Maybe it was. I don't know. I feel like maybe we had encountered this thing. Is this the one? Oh, okay. Yeah, I think we did encounter this one already. I feel all right. Let's just save and just see what it is, because it should just be the same as what it was when we first encountered it, which was, I think, one of the genies. Heatran. I do believe that we already had this encounter. Yeah, with the Primordial Sea. That sucks, bro. Like, I'm not even catching this thing just off the fact that, like, Primordial Sea, doesn't Primordial Sea stop you from going for fire type moves? Because I know the fire equivalent there that Groudon has, that stops you from going for water type moves. Is that stuff that would suck? That is, like, literally one of the worst things that you could have on that. So I'm not even going to attempt to catch that, because I feel like we've already got the cave encounter anyways and we didn't get it. That is nuts. I don't believe that there's a ton more that we can get anyways, but I'm just gonna look and just see what we got. Man, the Eon Flute flying in this game is so weird on computer. Like, what is this one? Mirage Cave. I do believe we got that encounter. I do believe we got that one. Man, I want to, like, tip my head with the way that Latios is flying. Kind of just seeing for the legendary dogs one will spawn right here, but it doesn't look like it is. I do know that there's, like, a ship where you're supposed to get, like, Lugia. Oh, Trackless Forest. Wait, that is a new one, because that's the one where you get, it's either one of the Swords of Justice or the legendary dogs that you get here in the regular game. So yes, this is yeah, okay, this is a new one. It didn't say anything. Maybe not. Oh, okay. No, I guess we already got this. So maybe nothing changed. Maybe nothing changed. It is weird. A weird situation, because obviously the game doesn't have, like, an internal clock. I mean, I think it does, but it like follows off the PC. I don't really know how it works. So I'm just imagining nothing has changed here. So if nothing has changed, then there's another spawn thing over behind here. Okay, maybe it did, because one of the spawn things was back here. Yeah, I mean, hey, it was just worth a shot. I really don't think that there's anything else. So yeah, it was worth a shot. We do have to go to the Elite Four, but I don't know where to go, so we're just gonna drop down to Pseudopolis, and then I'm just gonna fly to wherever is the closest route. So, cause, like, yeah, we did the gym. Yeah, we're good. We're good. So we're gonna need to fly to it's down here, right? So we go to Evergrande City, and then the Pokemon League and Victory Road, and then there's Secret Shore. I don't even know if we'll get there. Oh yeah, a bunch of secret stuff. So yeah, okay, so Route 129 would be, right? Either way, we've got the encounters here, so, I mean, we're in the city that we would have to go to. I am going to fly to Moss Deep, though, just because of the fact that, I don't want to have to dive into Pseudopolis to get there. So I feel like just going here, and I'm going to throw Penguin in front so we don't get encounters, because I don't want any more encounters, if I'm being completely honest with you. So I'm going to throw Penguin here. And then, yeah, I think we just go down to Evergrande City. So we'll just go down here to the bottom and start surfing, I believe. For a second, I thought that Gallade on there was a, Oh my god, why can't I think of the name? The Paradoxmon from... I thought it was the Paradox form of Gallade Gardevoir. Why can't I think of its name? It's like my favorite one. But we didn't get an encounter on this route. Oh my god, bro. I feel like no, I know we did get... Is this the one where we killed the Tyranitar? I'm still mad about that. Tyranitar would have been such a cool Pokemon for this. So, I mean, having Penguin... Oh, crap. I had Joey out front. Okay, so Primordial Sea. Why does everything have Primordial Sea in this? Why does it seem like we're getting, like, the same, like, group of... like, abilities in this game? Like, I've seen so many Pokemon with, like, relatively same abilities. So, yeah, so, I don't know. Alright, Hariyama. We are going to switch just because I don't really want to risk it. We're going to go into Nat. I don't really, like, Hariyama without Guts is such, like, a not, I mean, and without Thick Fat, it's just really not as big of a threat, and we're 10 levels above you. So, I can just fire off one Moonblast, and you're just gone. So, yeah, see you later. But, okay, so, I did mention 2 topics, and I haven't talked about either of them. So, I do want to talk about the Nintendo Switch 2. In a lot of these episodes, I have been talking about how, like, we got the reveal for the Nintendo Switch 2, and the release, or in the release date of June 5th, and then the original pre-order date of April 9th, which was postponed due to tariffs. And I can't remember if I mentioned in the last episode that we had the release date for it being April 24th, which went live at midnight on my birthday because my birthday is the 23rd. So, but we did get that. And as of recording this video, I am recording this just a few days after the release of the Nintendo Switch pre-orders. So, my question of the day is, did you guys get a Nintendo Switch pre-order? I want to know what you guys, if you guys got it, and I want to know what your process was, because, spoiler, I got one, and I almost didn't get one, and the whole process of how it went is just still beyond me. So, I do want to know whether you guys got one. If you didn't, I'm really sorry. I know there was a lot of people that just, everything just went to crap, and, so many weather abilities, man. God dang. So, I know it just when everything went to crap, and I know a lot of people didn't get it. So, chances are, though, if you didn't get a pre-order of the Switch, you need to get to a store on release day and be one of the lucky few that gets the extra copies, because stores are gonna get, they will get extra ones. But a lot of them won't get very many because pre-orders. And Nintendo is already apologizing for not being able to meet demand, which is crazy. I know they can meet demand in Japan, but I believe that, oh, we're in Evergrande City. So we can get an encounter here. But I feel like we did, because this is where we got Aggron, correct? Man, I have to teach... I really don't want to teach him Waterfall, but I'm gonna have to, unless somebody else can learn Waterfall. Wait, where do I not have Waterfall? Bro. Alright, I'm gonna have to pause this and figure out where to get Waterfall. I'll be right back. Guys, so we're back. I did get the Waterfall TM. I did have to go back and talk to Wallace. You just get it after beating the last gym. What is going on? Why can't I use it? Why can't I use Waterfall? Did I not teach it to one of my Pokemon yet? I know I thought I did. Did I not? Oh, okay. Yeah, we did teach it to one of our Pokemon. I am going to teach it to Star-Lord just because, I think it'll be better than having another TM on there, and I think it'll be better. So we're just going to get rid of Work Up. As cool as that is, we're never going to use Work Up. He's already way too powerful. Having a Water type move on him is just going to be nice. I want to keep Punishment, so... Uh-oh. Oh, why did that... That was weird. Okay. Alright, so we got that. I wanted to make sure that we had the badge, but we do have the badge. So... yeah, so we got this. So we're in Evergrande City now. I don't believe I'm going to give myself an encounter here. Just because I think we already... Actually, we could just check the... Let's just check Aggron's... Wait, no, we got a Lairon. So we don't have an encounter here yet. We could get Gallade. I don't really think that there's anything, like, really, really good here. A Garbodor, too. I feel like we just roll it, and like I said, I'm not going to catch a Pokemon unless I really feel like it's worth it. So I was going to say, I thought we already got Aggron here. We didn't get Aggron here. We didn't get Aggron here, but because we got a Lairon to begin with. So yeah, let's figure out what it is. So back to talking about the Switch. So like I was saying, just because you didn't get one of the pre-orders does not mean you won't get one. You just have to be one of the lucky few to get to the store on release day that's going to get one of their extra copies, right? That's just going to be it. All right, we got a Garbodor. I'm not catching this. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm not catching this, right? I don't want a level 25 Garbodor that I got to train up. It's just never going to be worth it. That's our encounter. That's cool. Totally cool. Totally cool with it. But yeah. So, or you're going to have to pay an absorbently high price up from a scalper. I would recommend not buying anything from a scalper. I don't want to give them any money whatsoever. The fact that they have ruined the chances of probably hundreds of people to get Switches, if not closer to thousands, just because they feel they need to buy so many copies. And so yeah, don't do that. But that is the only other way you're going to get one besides getting one on day one. I'd recommend just taking the day off work and, you know, try to get there as early as you can to your local GameStop or Walmart, Target, Best Buy, whatever it is, and get in line and just get one of their extra copies, right? Otherwise, you're most likely going to be waiting at least till the holiday season to be able to get one. You're going to be at least waiting till November or around Black Friday-ish, or even December maybe, but I bet you they'll have more copies around the time of Black Friday. That's going to be the next time you're going to be able to get a Switch to. I'm going to say something, and I know this might be controversial. I'm going to pause walking here for a minute to say this. I've seen so many people saying that they've managed to scoop up multiple Switch 2s from different retailers because a lot of them had it so you can only buy one per customer. If you bought more than one Switch, I don't care if you bought it for your sibling or your girlfriend or for your family, I do not agree with that, okay? You are taking away a Switch from somebody else, right? That is the bottom line. There are tons of people. At that point, you're not really that much better than a scalper. Of course, you're not selling it to anybody, but you're just giving it to somebody else, right? If they're not buying it on their own and being another customer, like, I don't think you should have taken it from somebody else who was waiting in line at another spot. You got it at Best Buy, and then you went to Target and got another pre-order, right? And there were hundreds of people who didn't even get a pre-order because they just didn't get one, and they sold out. Like, I don't agree with it, okay? Like, I know it might be controversial, but you should have just left that Switch for one of those other people who wanted to get it, right? I just want to say that. If you're somebody who did that, then it is what it is, but I don't think you should have done it. But yeah, so, well, we have our Victory Road encounter. There's a Mewtwo. Oh, that's... Oh, wait, I could get a Salamence here. Could it be a Mega Salamence, though? I kind of want to take that risk. Right? Because I don't want to try and go on the water. And, yeah, because I don't want to chat talk. Give me Salamence or Mega Salamence, please. Rotom. Alright, I mean, it's an electric ghost type. It's not the worst in the world. Plus, we get a random ability for each one of its forms, so that's kind of cool. It is a ghost type. We are almost 10 levels ahead. I am just going to Hypnosis it. Protean! Dude, that's actually pretty cool. It's not a ghost type anymore. So, I have to hit this Hypnosis, bro. Thank you. Thank you, God. So, that's cool. I will take a Protean Rotom. And then we could make it like Rotom Wash or... actually, that would be kind of cool. Rotom Wash for the Elite Four. I might have to do that. We'll see, because that would be really, really, really good for us. Other than, yeah, give me that Rotom, baby. Give me that Rotom. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay. So, we're going to name this thing GBL, by the way, after Game Boy Luke, because he is one of my favorite. As of right now, a lot of the Pokemon creators that I've watched either don't make content anymore, or they're, like, doing, like, Then We Fights. And GBL, Game Boy Luke, is by far, I think, one of my favorite Pokemon creators right now, other than, like Wolfie VGC. So, I'm going to name this thing GBL, so, because it's favorite Pokemon. But yeah, so I waited up until midnight on my birthday in order to get the Switch, right? I waited till midnight. I wanted to get it on GameStop. I thought GameStop also went live at midnight. I didn't realize that GameStop was opening up at 11 a.m. the next day. I thought that was just for online pre-orders, right? I didn't realize that was going to... I'm going to put, just because I have been in this situation before, I'm putting Penguin here because of this. And if I have to pause to get through Victory Road because I hate it and it's always so annoying, then I will. But yeah. So I waited, and I thought GameStop opened up at midnight. I didn't realize until I was refreshing the page at midnight and it wasn't loading that nothing was happening, right? So, Walmart, Target, Best Buy, they all opened up at midnight. I tried to get into one of those, but unfortunately, they were all, like, down, and I was very, very tired. I had to work the next day. It was already midnight. I had to be up in, like, 5.5 hours. So, I was like, I don't even want to. I'm going to try and get it from GameStop, because me sitting there, because I saw stories of people sitting on, like, these websites for hours upon hours before giving up because they, like, put them in a queue and stuff like that, and I just wasn't about that. So I was like, wait, okay, but that's just a Pharaoh Seed. Okay. Kind of got me scared. I hate seeing the self-destructs. So I was just like, there's no way. I'm just going to try and wait up till 11 a.m. the next day to try and get the one from GameStop. That's just what I was going to have to do. There really wasn't anything else that I could do. Like I said, I wasn't going to be waiting in all those other store lines. And I've seen a lot of people saying, like, they got their confirmation email just to get an email that said that it's been canceled because, like, they didn't actually have the pre-orders and all this stuff. But that was after the fact, so I didn't know that at first. But I was like, I'm just going to go and get the one from GameStop the next day online because I had to work. So, luckily, my job allows me to basically be able to make my own schedule. I go and, see different people at different times, different places. So I had to go see somebody in my city at that point, and I was literally sitting in my work vehicle refreshing the page at 11 a.m. that next day. Well, GameStop crashed, right? The website absolutely crashed. My friend and I were texting back and forth because we were both trying to get it. But unfortunately, you had all the people who were already intending on getting ones from GameStop competing with all the people who had failed to get one at another website and were also trying to get one at GameStop, since that was going to be, there's more than likely a hidden item here. Correct? Yeah, okay. Thought so. So everybody was trying to get it. It crashed. I was about, 5 minutes at best away from my local GameStop. This is already 10 minutes after 11. I know some GameStops were opening up at 11. I had no idea if mine was. I tried calling them. They did not answer. My friend was also just a few minutes away from the GameStop. We both said that we were just going to go. I drove all the way to GameStop. I took an early lunch for my job, and I waited. And by the time I got there, there was probably about 20 people already in line, including the person who does the intro and outro music for the channel. So go check him out, Loya TV on YouTube, I think, or that might be his Twitter. I can't remember. Kaipai TV. One of those is his Instagram, or one of those is Twitter, one of those is YouTube. Links are down below, so I definitely recommend going and checking out his channels too. He makes music, does a lot of other really, really cool stuff on his channel, so definitely recommend going and checking him out. But he was there too, and so I got out of my vehicle, and they had a sign on their door that said that they had, I think it was 44 copies of the Nintendo Switch Mario Kart bundle and 20 copies of just the regular Switch. I was lucky enough. Oh, man, you're telling me I need to use Flash, bro. I don't even have Flash. That's the thing. Or do I have Flash? I don't. I'm gonna have to look up a map of this, guys. This is gonna suck, man. Alright, I'm gonna pause this, and if we get into a battle or something, I'll unpause it, but there's no sense of me doing this, so I'll be right back. Alright, guys, so we got a trainer here. I don't want to skip any of the trainers for you guys, just because, you know, something could happen, and I don't want it to look like I was cheating, so it's got a jump love. This is probably going to take me a minute, if I'm being completely honest. It's a little bit of a grueling process. I always hate Victory Roads. I will say, I do kind of miss the Victory Road, because it's that big stretch between, you know, the Elite Four and your last gym, and, you know, there's a lot of really strong trainers and really cool. I do not miss, like, these long caves or routes that, like, twist and turn and require every HM and, you know, all of this. Like, I do not miss that whatsoever. I'm glad the games took that out for that reason, but I do kind of miss, you know, every once in a while. A little bit of a straightforward one would be nice, but they don't have it. I'm currently on Bulbapedia, just looking at the maps of this, because I don't need to take 3,000 years, and it does look like it's mainly straightforward routes, but I don't know what the routes look like, and I don't have Flash, so because of that, I don't need to be walking into things. And I will say I have found an Aegislash down here, and I'm very sad that that couldn't be my encounter. However, it's alright. I am glad that Rotom was, because I think Rotom Wash is probably our best bet for the Elite Four, so I will be back. I say that, and then there's another battle directly above, so, yeah. I mean, hey, I guess we could say it doesn't really say it's going to take that much longer. Penguin, if you can't take out a Magikarp. Think about, I love Empoleon, he's been on our team for so long, but I do think that, you know, a Rotom Wash might be a little bit better for our team. I just got to figure out where to go to switch forms, so I don't know, I can't remember where, but I'm not going to go through all the forms and seeing all their abilities and everything. Like, I just don't really see a point. I'm also hoping I don't have to grind. I do have to look at levels of the Elite Four, but we don't go to that one. I did see that. That takes us to another part that we don't need. So, man, we're still getting encounters even though we have white smoke, which is crazy. Sceptile is pretty cool. But yeah, so basically the moral of the whole Switch story is that I waited outside of my GameStop and was able to snag a copy of the regular Nintendo Switch, and then I bought the physical Mario Kart World, because even though I would save money without it, if I didn't, I would rather have the physical copy, because that's just how I am usually. Okay, this took us down to D, and then D is, where is D? Okay, so we just go down straight, and then there should be water. Yep, avoid the trainers. Yeah, so I got it from my local GameStop by waiting outside, which honestly is like the best bet, because I was literally only getting it online just for the fact of the matter that I didn't want to have to wait in line and then risk it, but I was really nervous that I wouldn't get it on release day, and I was more than likely going to have to wait, just like the people who ordered from Nintendo.com are going to have to wait. So I was really, really nervous that I was going to have to wait, because a lot of times, even because Nintendo has already said that the links to get your Switch from their website are going to most likely be coming out after the release date. So, and you still might be able to get it through Nintendo after the release date of the console, but then you still gotta wait for shipping, and I didn't want to have to worry about that, but I would rather still got my pre-order and had to wait a few more days than to have to, you know, not get it at all. So, can you look the other way, bro? God dang it. It's another Aegislash, isn't it? You're gonna rub it in my face? But I could have had one? No, it's a Yan Mega. We already have a Yan Mega. Not a Dragon is in the PC and most likely gonna stay there. But yeah, so I want to know if you guys got a Switch and how you guys got it. If you did manage to get one from one of the big retailers, or if you had to wait in line the old-fashioned way. I really do want to know. This should take us up to the very top. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna need the walkthrough anymore, so I'm gonna put that away. But yeah, so I definitely want to know if you guys did. And like I said, I apologize if you guys didn't. If you guys didn't, I recommend just taking off June 5th and wait in front of Best Buy, Target, Walmart, GameStop, and see if you guys can get an extra copy. Or register with Nintendo. But the only thing there is that there is still no guarantee that you guys get the console at all through there. So I don't know, but I would recommend just waiting out. Wow, that did nothing. Bro, come on, man. Wait, why did I stay in? Okay. Crap. Penguin's dead. Penguin is dead, bro. I don't know why. Because it's not going to kill the Magmar, and then Luxray is going to go for Thunderfang into it. I have to try and kill... There's no way E-Speed kills the Luxray, right? Yeah, I'm dead. I lost our Empoleon. Oh, no! Magmar! Magmar killed it! Oh, yes! Let's go! I didn't lose our Penguin because its own Magmar killed it. Oh my god, I thought for sure I was dead. Oh, that's great. That's great. Yeah, take off June 5th. You guys can order it from Nintendo straight, but like I said, I wouldn't put your eggs into one basket. There is a lot of people who are most likely waiting in line and doing all of that. So, yeah, just I really do feel bad for the people, because I was almost one of the people who didn't get a pre-order, and I honestly would have beat myself up. But I pre-ordered the Mario Kart World. I pre-ordered the Switch itself, the Pro Controller, and I pre-ordered Donkey Kong, because I don't know about you guys, I am very, very hyped for Donkey Kong, like the Bonanza. Like, I have been waiting for a Donkey Kong game, a new Donkey Kong game, for so long, and it's such a cool, it's such a cool concept. And, like, we haven't really gotten a new Mario, or a new Donkey Kong game since, what, Tropical Freeze? Like, right now I'm actually playing through Donkey Kong, Country Returns, the HD one for the Switch, with my girlfriend, because she actually got it for me for my birthday, so, which is really, really cool, and I'm excited to play through that, because the nostalgia of playing through that on the Wii with my dad back in the day is just crazy. We're also going to have to fight Wally up here, and he's going to have a random Mega, so that's going to be fun. But I remember we don't fight him until there's a bunch of flowers, so... Well, never mind, there he is, there's a bunch of flowers. So, yeah, I do apologize if you guys didn't get a Switch, but I am just very hyped that I was able to manage to get one in, and, yeah. So... but also, what game are you guys looking forward to the most on the Switch? Currently, I'm really looking forward to Donkey Kong Bonanza. I am looking forward to ZA quite a bit. I'm also very much looking forward to the new Metroid game. That's basically looks like Breath of the Wild, but for Metroid, which is really, really cool. I personally have never played a Metroid game, but I'm going to be pre-ordering that. This, a lot of turbo blazes in this series, but that's really weird. But there are so many games. I think this year, I think I will have bought and played more new games than any other new game, right? And this is actually a good transition into the other topic I want to talk about. But like, I'm gonna be getting Mario Kart World, Pokemon ZA, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Borderlands 4, Doom: The Dark Ages, and that's all the ones that they just announced, right? And GTA 5 if it does or GTA 6 if it does come out this year. I didn't mean to waterfall that, but it actually still might kill because we're pure power and that's an electric. Yeah, get out of here. So there's a lot of games that are coming out this year. I'm actually really excited. We're only a couple weeks away from the new Doom game, and I haven't even had time to get hyped for that because of just everything that's been going on with the Switch and everything. But yeah, that's all the ones that just been announced this year. So it's going to be a really, really really good year for gaming in general, and I'm really, really hyped. I've been playing a lot of Marvel Rivals, though. Like, a lot. And I don't like Battle Royale games. Like, I just don't. I've never been a fan of, like, PUBG or Fortnite. I used to play Fortnite when it first came out. I was terrible at it. I just thought it was kind of cool. Now I absolutely despise it, and I hate whenever it does a collab with a fandom that I enjoy. But I hate Fortnite. I never was into Overwatch. I was not allowed to play online games when I was a kid. So, oh, Mega Obama Snow. Okay. That is absolutely great for Rainbow. So I never got to play like Overwatch, and I tried playing it a little bit. I tried playing Overwatch 2 when it came out. It just, I never really cared for it. But I got into Marvel Rivals at Ground Zero, literally during Season 0. At the end of, I think it was July when I got into it. At the very end of Season 0. I had got it during, like, the middle to begin of Season 0. I just didn't really play very much, because, again, I didn't really think I'd like it. I have been playing so much. Like, the game itself is just so cool. What the developers are doing for the game is just really awesome. It doesn't feel like a super cash grab. I love the fact that you get to keep the battle pass after the season ends. But the thing is that if you play every single day, even just for an hour to do the missions, just to get your the purple coins, you're going to complete the thing because it doesn't reward people who sit there and can play for 8 hours, 10, 15, 20 hours a day, right? It rewards people for taking a break after a while, which is really, really cool. And it's just really nice to be able to do that. And I really enjoy playing that and not having to spend 20 hours and grind in order to do it, right? And even the rewards for the competitive where you get like skins. All you have to do is get to gold 3 in order to get those skins. And that is not a very, it's very rare that a game, because like, if you guys don't know, gold is only the 4th tier in Marvel Rivals, and there's like almost 10. So I think this is like a Charizard normally, but it doesn't. Latiosite. Well, we already have a Mega Latios, so not like it matters. Cool though. But yeah, so it's just really, really cool. I really enjoy the game, but I want to know what you guys think about Marvel Rivals down below. I want to know, do you guys like it? Who's your main? I'm gonna come out and say that I main Squirrel Girl and Punisher and Jeff. Those are the 3 that I main. I will not play Vanguard, but if I have to, I do like Venom, and I do like Emma Frost just because she feels more like a DPS. But yeah, so we're at the Elite Four, guys. Like this is it. So I don't know if I should end this off here and have it be a little bit of a shorter episode, or if I should just get in and maybe take on like the 2 of the Elite Four and then end it off. I think that's what I'm gonna do. But what I'm gonna do actually is I am going to figure out where to change Rotom's form, and then I might level him up a little bit and then do that. So I will be right back. Okay guys, so I figured out where to go to change Rotom's form. It's just in Little Root Town, so we're gonna fly there. I just feel like getting some more content in for you guys. I don't think I'm gonna take on the Elite Four in this episode, right? I do think that this is more of a next episode kind of thing. So I do apologize. This episode's not really gonna have a lot. We could always go to Ferdinand Town, maybe, and get in. I don't know. I was just gonna say we could go to Sea Mobile and get an encounter. No, I sold all my Ultra Balls just for some heals for the Elite Four. So, because there is no more encounters until like post game, but I don't even think I'm going to worry about doing that. So, yeah. What I'm gonna do is we are just gonna change Rotom's form. And, yeah, we'll see what we get with the water one. Don't want to make it look like where? Set of appliances, it said. Where are a set of appliances? Oh, wait, right here? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay, we're gonna name it. We're gonna let him go into there. Yes, he's gonna learn Hydro Pump because we need that. We're gonna get rid of Substitute. We don't need that. I did not look. Did that show his ability? I didn't see it. If it did. So, we got Swift Swim. So, and he's holding a Draco plate, which, hey, I could give to, could actually give to you, which is cool. Yeah, that's, I guess that's cool. Swift Swim is a little neat. But, yeah, I guess that's it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to level everybody up off of camera. I apologize for this being a little bit of a shorter episode. I don't really think there's anything more that I can do in this episode. We pretty much did everything that we can. And it's just taking on the league. So I'm gonna wait to do that to next episode. We're already at about 45 minutes, which is still quite a long time, but yeah, I don't really want to get into all of this. So yeah, we're gonna end off the episode, and when we come back, we'll have a lot of stuff for next episode. So cool. Like I say at the end of every video, guys, let me know what you think about the Switch down below. Don't like, let me know. Did you get one? Did you didn't? All that good stuff. Like I say at the end of every video, I am the Nitro General. I really hope you guys did enjoy it, and I'll see you in the next one. Nitro General's out. Peace.